What's going on, everybody? I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that is my extremely loud fan going in the background. And of course, I got Vegas open with Audacity trying to record this commentary, and the processor is just dying and screaming at me. So I want to get this over with so my computer doesn't just like die. But anyways, you are watching another gameplay on Crash, and yeah, I know. I've been trying to mix it up a little bit, but I mean, I might actually just show you the server list instead of making excuses, because every single server on the server list is either like 24/7 Crash, 24/7 broadcast, just something like that, and the other like 50% is like all hardcore and modded lobbies. It's just ridiculous. Why can't people just play the game for what it is? But that's enough about Call of Duty 4. That's not what I came here to do. I came here to talk about Advanced Warfare yet again. Yeah, I know, I talk about Advanced Warfare like every other video, but I mean, what can I say? I'm like excited. I'm legitimately excited about this game. I think it's gonna be, the next thing, the next step up in Call of Duty, simply because, I mean, there's gonna be a simple gameplay change. It's not gonna be like, oh, different guns, different storylines, stuff. And look at me get shot through the wall. Come on, you can't do that. At least I got the two piece with a nade. That kind of makes up for it, but that was just ridiculous. I was completely behind that wall. But anyways, I think there's gonna be an overall gameplay change, seeing as it's gonna be a completely different genre than what we've seen before. We've seen modern warfare, we've seen semi-advanced, we've seen World War II. I mean, to be honest, all three of those genres play the exact same. I mean, the kill streaks are going to be the same. It's just going to be run and gun action all the time. I mean, aside from the people that like to camp in corners. And that's another thing that I want to talk about in Advanced Warfare. But first, I'm going to talk about the reason why I think it's going to be different. I think it's going to be different simply because when you're getting rid of the realistic element with trying to copy real life weapons, trying to make real life scenarios and stuff like that, I think you're making new possibilities for the game in general, simply because you can add in something that just doesn't make sense, but it's still fun to play. Like, I mean, I know they've already done that somewhat, and look at him get jump shotted, but they've already done that, some like spawning a sentry gun out of nowhere. That's kind of nonsense, and like a lot of the kill streaks are just like the dragon fire. And the fact that you can't move while you're in the kill streak. I mean, stuff like that, it's just nonsense. But that's just nonsense because the game, like the developers didn't really think it through. But I think adding in nonsense, like adding in a ray gun, kind of like the Black Ops 1 Zombies ray gun. And look at them double team me right there. Nothing I could really do against that. That was the end of a good spree. But I think just adding just nonsense guns that like literally just don't make sense. Like, I heard about an energy weapon where you don't even have to reload it and you just keep shooting it and you actually get ammo back by moving around. I mean, stuff like that I think is gonna make the game more fun, because the guns, I like what they did with that gun in particular, where they should start you with low ammo and you can refill it by moving around. Therefore, campers, yes, I say campers, and it should be a starting weapon. So campers can't just choose the assault class and sit in the corner and get kills that way. I think it will promote people to start actually moving around in the game. And I know it's pretty specific, but like jetpack, stuff like that, I mean, just the little things like that are going to make the game so much more, I'm not going to say more fun or better or anything like that, but I will say it'll make it different. And also, another thing about the jetpacks, what I wanted to say earlier is, I mean, campers are gonna have a field day with jetpacks and stuff, where they can get in pretty much any spot in the map. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. Look at him get aimbotted right there. I mean, my mouse skills are just second to none right now, just going to town on these kids. But yeah, like, everybody knows that in every single Call of Duty, there's that one or two map that has like the perfect head glitch, or it's that spot that nobody can get to. There's only a few people who know how to get to it, and they just sit up there with snipers. I mean, even in Call of Duty 4, they had ambush. Nobody knew how to get up into that building until like 4 years after the game came out. So you had those 1 or 2 people that you would find every 10 or so games who would just sit in the top of that, or I guess not the top, but they would sit on that building that you can't really get into without knowing like the specific jump to get into it. And they would just sit up there with snipers for the entire game, and they would just pick people off. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that's, I mean, fair play to you. If you know the maps like inside and out and you know the spots like that, then go for it. But the fact that they're in the game is just annoying. But I think it's kind of like a give and take with the with jetpacks and stuff like that, where you can parkour all over the place and get into these spots on the maps. It's like every single map is gonna have a place like that. I mean, assuming that you can get into like the highest places on the map and you can like climb up buildings and stuff. But at the same time, everybody's gonna have access to them. So, I mean, there's not gonna be like an exclusive camper spot that only the best campers know about. So, I mean, I got kind of mixed feelings about, you know, double jumping and stuff like that. But yeah, I assume everybody's seen the trailer, so I'm not gonna, you know, spoil it for anyone, hopefully. But the new Advanced Warfare trailer had, you know, single player stuff, and it looked pretty awesome. But then, you know, after the end, after the dates and everything, they had 2 or 3 seconds of just multiplayer, just raw multiplayer gameplay. It had this guy, you know, using the jetpack, and he jumped like 50 feet in the air, and this other guy shot him down. And I mean, to me, it looked like Titanfall. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like, oh, it looks like Titanfall, they're biting, oh, this game is gonna be bad because it's like Titanfall and it's not original. No, I'm not saying any of that stuff. What I'm saying is that it looked like Titanfall in the aspect of it's futuristic, obviously. I mean, everybody saw this coming. I mean, Titanfall, the main idea of Titanfall was to be this futuristic Call of Duty style video game that, you know, it would bring something new to the table, and hopefully people would be like, oh, this game looks more fun than Call of Duty, and they were going to play that instead. But the thing about Titanfall, though, is it was all Titan on Titan, you know, gameplay. People would camp until they got their Titans, and they'd get into these huge machines, and it would be machine on machine, and if you didn't have one, then you pretty much couldn't play. But, yeah, anyways, Advanced Warfare, the reason I say it's like Titan, look at him, just like, he spawns right in front of me. That's the one thing I didn't like about Call of Duty 4. Pretty much all Infinity War games, the spawns were horrible. But yeah, anyway, this is the end of the video. Oh gosh, I didn't even check the time. But if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, a like rating, and I mean, leave in the comments what you think about Advanced Warfare. I want to see what you guys think. But I mean, I've given my 2 cents, and after I die here, I think I'm gonna exit the game. So this has been a Call of Duty 4 commentary. Peace.